Good afternoon. Welcome to Peirce Field at Arlington High School for Arlington Soccer Celebration Day in this ACMi Sports production of Middlesex League Girls Varsity Soccer. I'm Phil Ryan alongside Jeff Spector. We'll be joined shortly by former Arlington High School, Proctor Academy, and Hobart College soccer player Luke Ryan. On the cameras today, Jonathan Carr and Josh Zykorie, a great crew from ACMi Sports overseeing the production today as well. So today, the 1-0-2 Arlington Spy Ponders take on the 3-0 and as of yet unscored upon Belmont Marauders. Jeff, so let's start with you. So Belmont, always a tough match, home or away, still pretty early season here. And interestingly, in recent years, Arlington has really struggled in these home fixtures. I remember lots of away wins, but not so much here at Peirce Field. And as you know, Spy Ponders coming off a couple of tough draws. Winchester 1-1. Winchester scored late to secure that draw, and then Wilmington led for a lot of that game. Spy Ponders scoring late inside the final 2 minutes to get the tie there. So, what do you think the Spy Ponders need to do differently or think about differently here against a tough Marauders team from Belmont, who, as I mentioned, has yet to concede a goal?
Yeah, you know, one of the things I thought Arlington did really well in the first game of the season was I thought they were going up the wings a little bit more. I feel like the last game or two they've been, I don't want to say resorting, but I feel like a lot of the plays just been dead up the middle of the field. And it really I think hurt them in the Wilmington game. Wilmington had 4 back the entire game, and frequently, unless it was a quick counter, they were going up against 6 with 2 extra, holding midfielders back. And with that many girls back, like it's going to be really hard to crack going up the middle. Like, and again, you can disagree and tell me I'm wrong, and I could be, but to me it seems like you got to play more up the wing and then send crosses in. You could get lucky. You could win some corners. You could win the throw-ins, which for Arlington we've already scored twice off this year, off throw-ins. And if nothing else, it starts spreading that defense out where they can't just glom into the middle. They have to do something to create space. And then if you can start spreading them out, then you can start getting the ball maybe more into the middle. They're not really connecting on through balls so far. It's just been a little choppy so far offensively. So more balls in the box.
Well, we'll see how Arlington coach Mike Shenna comes out tactically this afternoon. Seen a couple games coming out in a 4-3-3, and to your point, Jeff, if you are playing a 4-3-3, you have those wide players that are in that offensive third and playing down those wide channels and then serving balls into the box. And look, I've watched these teams play for a number of years, and the point you made on challenge connecting on those through balls is not a new one. It's tough in this league. You've got a lot of teams that play keep 4 players, 5 players back all the time, and when you're the Spy Ponders often are kind of on the front foot, dominating possession, playing in their offensive half for most of the game. It's hard to get behind the defense. So getting those builds, I like your point, getting to the wide channels. Me personally, I know Addie Darling, Middlesex League All-Star last year, junior striker, yet to score this year. I'm looking for her to kind of a breakout game today. I think she has a lot of potential, puts a lot of pressure on defenders, wins balls, gets into good places, plays with a lot of aggression. And, if anyone kind of would get my vote for who's going to kind of break that, the scoring against Belmont, it would be her.
Yeah, Addie's an interesting one to me. Like, and again, this is no disrespect to anyone else, but like to me, like she's like the it girl, right? Like crazy fast, crazy big leg. She's everywhere. Her motor never stops. And Arlington has a lot of girls who check some of those boxes. She checks all of them, and no doubt she wants to see herself, in whether it's in the scorebook in the form of goals or assists. But truthfully, to your point, she draws so much attention. I have no doubt that the other teams have to try to specifically defend her. They have to be part of their game plan, and not that she should be a decoy, but she's going to draw so many girls towards her. It has to be leaving someone else open. And one of the things I've been really impressed with is I think she does a good job trying to look for other players. 2 years ago as a freshman, I think there were times where maybe like she would take that extra dribble or she would always be trying to create her own shot. I think as she's matured as a player and she's gotten more experience, I think she's done a better and better and better job, just like all these girls do as they get more experience, really looking for her teammates. And to your point, though, like, yeah, if there's someone who's going to break out one of these games, it's going to be her, and it'd be a hell of a day for it to happen.
Well, and Darling wears the number 10 for the Spy Ponders, and her, opposite on Belmont, number 10 is Danica Zika, who is sort of their kind of it player. You know, their coach says that everything really goes through her. Recently committed to Conn College, and she's really the danger player for the Marauders. No, she scored. I believe she scored recently against Melrose. So I'm sure Belmont, you know, strong team all around, but that is the danger player to watch in the offensive third. So we are joined by Luke Ryan, I mentioned earlier, former AHS Proctor Academy, Hobart College soccer player, longtime referee, helpful with our rules analysis here. You know, Luke, you watched the Wakefield and Winchester matches here. What do you think Coach Mike Shenna has been working on this week to maybe do something a little bit differently here? I mentioned to Jeff earlier, Belmont 3-0 unscored upon. What would you be looking for, you know, maybe tactical changes or things that he would be working on for the Spy Ponders?
I mean, from what I've seen so far, it's really just the final product. There's chances that are being created, and things are coming together for the Spy Ponders. I mean, I've had a brief 2-week hiatus from commentary, so it's nice to be back here at Peirce Field in the booth. But if you're talking to the girls here, you're playing a team that hasn't been scored on yet. So they're riding high, and I think that's something you can capitalize on. You can catch them maybe a little bit off guard with the intensity. So that's what I think Coach Mike is really bringing to the table today, and just really getting the girls going with intensity.
Yeah, when you've yet to concede, when that first goal goes in against, that can be you know, tough mentally. So really important, I think, for the Spy Ponders to put some pressure on, score early, and then keep that pressure on.
Absolutely. I mean, easier said than done. But, yeah, I'm excited for this one today.
Great, so I mentioned today is Arlington Soccer Celebration Day. We have the girls varsity soccer team versus Belmont here at 3:30, followed by the boys will be playing Belmont as well under the lights at 6 o'clock. We're going to have youth games, halftime in between the games. There's lots of Arlington Soccer Club gear and swag and those sorts of things. There's a donation table. So lots of fun festivities here at Peirce Field. And really, really nice weather here. Light breeze kind of coming from the east. Shouldn't really affect the game too much.
Yeah, and I don't want to affect our viewership or anything, but if you're local, come on down to the field. It's a beautiful day. Grab yourself some food, get some swag, watch some good soccer.
Absolutely, and actually it's great to see the stands are filling up here at Peirce Field, which is nice to see. And, you know, look, Belmont always kind of a rival type game. So good to see, and, you know, obviously they're just a couple miles down the road, so we're going to get hopefully a lot of fans from both towns here. So I think we're waiting for a bit of a walkout here. I will mention, so Arlington Soccer Celebration Day, and you know, on behalf of the Arlington Soccer Club and the boosters of the Arlington High School girls and boys teams, Arlington Soccer Celebration Day recognizes the impact that soccer has in our community and the continued success and growth of our youth programs. This special community event celebrates Arlington soccer of all levels and all ages. And I'll tell you, Jeff, I live near one of the youth fields. It's just great to hear these kids out playing from 9 in the morning until I walked over here this afternoon. Just so many kids playing. I mean, the Arlington Soccer Club has around 2,000 youth players in the program, and it's just a really great program for all of them.
It is, and to your point, it's funny because in the summertime the weather's great and there's regular summer activities, and the fall hits, and whether it's a baseball field, a soccer field, football fields, no matter where you go around these towns, they're all packed with kids, which is it's just great to see.
And it's youth soccer that really kind of culminates into events like this. I mean, I'll give a shout out to Chris Kenneally. I know he's done a lot of work with this. He works for Arlington Soccer Club. Both girls and boys side.
So the starters out on the field, starting lineups for the Arlington Spy Ponders. So senior Mojo Maxwell getting the start. In net, Misha Zykorie, Elise Kenneally, Dahlia Carr, Lucy Breen, who did score the tying goal. I said in that, within the final 2 minutes against Wilmington. She gets the start today. Izzy Matheson, Addie Darling, Hannah Berry, Avery Spector picked up her second assist of the season on that goal by Breen, Ella Radoslovic, and Micah Niles. So Jeff, no big changes. Maybe Lucy Breen getting that start based on kind of how she's been playing. but kind of same lineup we've seen from Coach Mike Shenna in the first few games here.
Yeah, and it'll be curious to see if they switch. If Lucy Breen and Avery Spector wind up switching sides on D based on positioning of Belmont's speedy striker. I could see putting Lucy on her side just to bring a little bit more speed to try to match up.
So teams getting some last words from their coaches. We're about ready to start here. And before we start, I would like to remind everyone that this is an ACMi sports production. Numerous Arlington High School sports games and events are filmed and live streamed by ACMi Sports and made possible by both student and member volunteers. If you're interested in helping to produce, film, commentate, or edit the games, please reach out to us at sports@acmi.tv. That's sports@acmi.tv, or consider stopping by the press box after a game to find out how you can experience and learn sports production while bringing more sports broadcasts to the Arlington community. And I would say great crew from ACMi Sports here today, multiple camera setup. Excited to have their support and the ability to live stream these matches. Belmont getting ready to kick off here as the Spy Ponders in their huddle about to break out. Misha Zykorie will lead the line for the Spy Ponders. Addie Jelling on the left, Elise Kenneally on the far right. Ella Radoslovich, Hannah Berry, and Izzy Matheson, all captains, ran out the central midfield. And we're off. Belmont kicks off, and they'll look to play up through the middle and then go long out to an overloaded far side. Good work from Kenneally. Battling there. Ref calls it for Belmont in front of the scores table. Good step from Kenneally. Really good early aggressors from the Spy Ponders. Gets that to Matheson. Plays that ball into space. And it will be a throw in. Jeff, I think you were looking for a bit of a switch of field there.
Yeah, again, I just feel like a lot of times, and again, it can happen on both sides of the field, but again, I just think Arlington gets locked into one side of the field, and they have the opportunity to switch the field and try to catch the defense a little bit out of position, but it's not.
Zykorie with an opportunity early on. And that is a good start for the Spy Ponders. It's Martha Demas Jr. in net. Makes that save rather comfortably, but good move from Zykorie to open up that shot to her left foot. Well played from Spector up to Addie Darling. Kenneally with a great win. And Jeff, at least Kenneally's off to a great start here in this match.
She really is.
Nice idea from Zykorie.
Yep. And it was quick and it was decisive.
And does really well to win it right back. Plays it to space. It's intercepted by Goulding for the Marauders. And now Zika looking for some space. Ref called her onside. Luke, thoughts on that one?
Referee actually just called an indirect free kick for Belmont in the penalty area, which I do think was the right call. Arlington did pass the ball back, and number 10 on Belmont, Danica Zicha, was spot on calling for that, and the referee saw it.
She looked like, to me, she might have been a step off when that ball was played. Ref, a little bit positioned, a little bit behind the play, but yeah, Spy Ponders need to, understand when that ball is being passed back.
Yeah, this is going to be an early tester for Maxwell as well.
But as you said, the reason we know this is indirect, if it was a direct kick, it would be a penalty.
Correct. This is a rare occurrence. You don't see many of these.
So early opportunity here for Belmont. They're probably just going to look to lay this off to Catherine Greiner, number 6. Let's try and get the shot on target. And a nice shot there. Just pass it in the corner. Great play by Belmont. They pick up the opening goal, 1-0.
And that's after a good start from the Spy Ponders as well. They had the first 2 minutes of intensity under their belt, and this is going to be a good opportunity here for them to respond.
Spy Ponders kick off. Now down 1-0 early in this match. And Demas will let that roll out.
And yeah, this was just a great finish from number 9 on Belmont. Pass it right into the corner.
Good layoff from number 11, Zoe Marion. Now Matheson. It's a little bit away from Spector. Niles will step in. Foot race now with Lucy Breen. Capitani will take the throw for the Marauders on that far side, and Radosovich steps in. Well won by Kenneally again. Now Breen under some pressure.
Check.
Capitani now with the throw on the far side for the Marauders. A good movement from Greiner in the box. She does have the goal for Belmont. Looks like she's on the ball again, looking for a through ball. A lot of space, and ref well positioned that time to call the offside.
Delayed just long enough to put a little nerves into you.
Maxwell now. Darling gets a head in and be.
I think there's going to be no nonsense with the forearm in the back today. The tone has been set early.
Luke, what was the call there?
I think it was just a forearm in the back that the referee saw from 30, 40 yards away.
Matheson might try her luck.
She is no stranger to the spectacular.
And Demas again. Not a bad shot on target from Matheson. So Spy Ponders forced Demas on a couple early saves. And Zika gets a foot in there. A nice play by Greiner. And nice through ball, and Maxwell plays out with her feet. Jeff, I think you can see sort of the tactics that Belmont are playing here, kind of trying to get that possession in the midfield and just looking for those through balls to get in behind. And the Belmont forwards just kind of setting up on that Arlington line, just waiting for the through balls.
Yeah. And it looks like, and again, I'm always curious to hear what you guys have to think, but I feel like with the size and speed that they have up top, they're very comfortable doing that and saying, yeah, we'll take our chances on 50-50 balls. If we get a clean through, great. But if we get an opportunity for just a one-on-one 50-50, we're happy to take that chance too. We think we're going to win more than your defense.
Belmont gets it out here to the near side. Nice move from Goulding. Gets a cross in. Nice save from Maxwell. Breen goes down. does really well to get back up.
Good clear.
And Spy Ponder's a bit on the back foot now.
Yeah.
That's a great save from Maxwell. She did a very good job to parry that away from danger.
And as you said, Luke, referee calling this one pretty close here. Good to set the tone early.
Yeah. Yeah, I will never complain about that.
And we just want consistency.
Absolutely.
And there's a save from Maxwell again in the replay. Really nice job, as Luke said, for her to parry that away. Breen now, throw in by the Belmont bench. Gets it to Kenneally. Radoslavich almost taken out. Ref says play on, and really good refereeing from there. Luke giving the ref a hand. Can you explain that play?
Yeah, ref saw the advantage. Radoslavich tried to take it, and ball was taken from her. Ref called it back. No complaints there. And this, I'm getting deja vu from a few minutes ago when Matheson had a free kick from the exact same spot.
Carbon copy here. Let's see if she can go a little bit higher. Demas forced into a really good save. Matheson with a really good shot there on target. Demas up to the task. But does get a corner for the Spy Ponders. Matheson will take this from the near side. Lofted ball towards the back post.
Nice ball.
Kenneally. Dispossessed. Well done from Belmont. Hannah Berry's there to intercept, though, and it's a nice job. Over to Kenneally again. Runs through it well. Unfortunately, it goes out of bounds for the Spy Ponders.
Really good activity from Kenneally.
Demas setting up on the goal kick here. Off to ball one by Izzy Matheson. And the referee is going to call, I think, Zykorie from coming from an offside position.
Yep, he made that quite clear with his signal.
Free kick here for the Marauders after the offside call. Nice touch to Greiner, but Niles well positioned to intercept and looks to go direct towards Zykorie. Good battle there.
Well played.
Belmont fans appreciate the win from Ashley Waters, center defender for the Marauders.
Love the way Zykorie just boxed her out. Was able to spin it.
Yeah, that's going to be a battle we're going to see all day long between Zykorie and those center backs.
And this will go out for an Arlington throw, and I think I know who's going to take this throw, Jeff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think Spector's been waiting for this one.
Spector with 2 assists on the season already from throw-ins.
Common theme here for the Spy Ponders, taking advantage of this long throw.
Lexi O'Brien checks into the game. That long throw towards Radoslavich. Like that run from O'Brien, too, almost trying to get the layoff from Radoslavich. Marauders break out now and look to go far, and that should roll to Maxwell.
That almost looked like a set play on the throw in there with, who was that, Lexi O'Brien kind of peeling off?
It did, Luke, I agree. Lofted ball up, 50-50. O'Brien running onto it. Almost misplayed by Waters. Spy Ponders putting on some good pressure, but well done from the Marauders. Again, they're just going to go long and try and play some through balls here. Breen will go back to Maxwell. Greiner intercepts. Now Spector, back to Greiner. Spector does well just to let that go out of play in front of Goulding. Dahlia Bonner now in the match. Just give Hannah Berry a rest. Looks like she'll go back to the center back position and push Micah Niles up to the 6. Long throw from Spector. O'Brien tries to lay it off to Darling. Kenneally gets a foot in. Foot race with Capitani. Radosevich does well to intercept. Looking forward. Addie Darling can't quite get the touch on a controller roll all the way to Demas. Good pressure from the Spy Ponders, though.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's been a good response from conceding. Belmont has really only gotten forward from long balls played from either the defense or the center defensive midfield.
Well, and you see the high line that the Spy Ponders like to play here, almost inviting that through ball, but knowing that a lot of these are going to roll all the way to Maxwell.
Yeah.
And also knowing, right, Maxwell's an aggressive goalie. She's usually playing towards the upper part of the box, and she's not afraid to come out and play it outside the box.
And plays well with her feet.
Yeah. I think in a different life, she easily could have been a field player.
Oh, great through ball. Kenneally's in. Demas well off her line to save that one. But a nice diagonal through ball trying to spring Elise Kenneally. Demas with a nice punt over midfield, won by Niles. Breen does well to keep it in play, and she gets tripped, and that should be a free kick.
Does it feel like there's a little more room in the Arlington attacking, end of the field than we've seen the last couple of games, just based on how Belmont's structured? Yeah,
well, you see that. I mean, they also kind of play a high flat 4 here as well. Which may allow Arlington to get behind the defense.
Right.
So almost a similar play here. Now Matheson on the ball.
That was an example of, I think what we were talking about earlier in the game, where it looks like there's more room if she keeps coming over to the other side with it.
Nice diagonal ball from Spector. Darling with a battle there. I'm not sure how the refs are going to call this one. And it will be a corner.
A well-earned corner for Maddie Darling there.
Good no call there, Luke?
Refs were pretty far away, so, with my bias, I say it's a good no call, but we'll see.
O'Brien will play this in. Right towards the 6, Demas with a good punch out. It's going to fall to Breen, who does get a good shot, and Darling, and there's Izzy Matheson, 1-1. Off the corner, Demas made a nice play. Breen with a really nice strike that was deflected, and it falls really kindly to Izzy Matheson, who does a really nice job placing it in that right corner.
And that's that second phase of play off the set piece that translates to a lot of goals throughout all ages.
So we see the replay here again, and here's the shot from Breen. Really good contact, and look, Matheson doesn't try and do too much, which I really like about that play.
No, that was a calm and composed finish right into the bottom right side netting.
Location, location, location.
Always, Jeff.
So 15 and a half minutes into this match. Belmont scoring in the first couple of minutes. Spy Ponders get that back. And Belmont concedes their first goal of the season, and we're 1-1.
Spy Ponders did well there to reward the amount of fans that have come out to watch them support today.
Yeah, one of the more crowded stands I've seen here, Arlington Soccer Celebration Day. Fantastic to see from the community coming out, both Arlington and Belmont, to cheer on these teams. Matheson, the goal scorer, does well. Ref says play on, almost playing advantage. A good idea there. Radosevich keeps going. Demas plays that with her feet. Belmont a bit at 6s and 7s, does get the clearance, and now it's a foot race. Bonner under pressure. Here comes Griner.
She's off. That had to be off.
She did look off there. I believe the ref did call that one.
Yes, the whistle is gone. No signal yet.
Shouldn't there been a hand signal?
One would think, Jeff. One would think. But yes, It might have been a spoken offside. Here we get the hand signal now. But yes, we could even see it from up here in the booth that was a good 5 yards offside.
Belmont fans not pleased with that call, though.
Well, the man in yellow is going to whispering sweet nothings in their ear instead of actually signaling.
Little does he know he has a lot of fans who want to be on the same page.
Belmont now, again, just looking to go route one. The ref will call that out of play. It'll be a throw-in for Avery Spector here on the near side.
Jeff, do we think this is too far for her to try to get one in the box here?
Just a titch outside.
Yeah. She'd want to, though.
Nice long throw and a good flick on from Radosovic. That could be a handball. Ref says play on. Niles here might maybe not quite the touch she wanted. Does really good to maintain possession. This will roll harmlessly to Demas. Happily picks that one out. Jeff, I feel the kind of the temperature, excitement of the game picked up a little bit after that tying goal.
Yeah, I mean, giving up that first goal 3 minutes in, it's a hard start. And again, and I think the other part to it too. And again, I don't know if there's ever a good goal to give up in the first 3 minutes, but kind of feels like it was gifted to them a little bit. I mean, it was a hell of a play on their part, and it was well executed to score. But it was certainly set up by an Arlington, mishap.
It's one of those once in a season goals you really concede. You really don't see that too often, and the response from the Spy Ponders has been nothing short of excellent.
Yeah. And truthfully, right? Like you get the reverse effect. You get the punch in the gut to start the game, but then
well done from O'Brien, almost getting that flick on. Looks like Serena Doman in the game for Elise Kenneally gets a well-deserved rest, and Elise with a really nice shift, putting a lot of pressure on Belmont.
Elise was making her big sister Caroline very proud there.
Demas here will kick off her 6. Griner comes back towards it. Plays it out towards the Belmont bench. Closed down by Doman really well. Looks for O'Brien, intercepted by Belmont. Capitani now on that far side. Sorry, it's Goulding, number 7. Zika now in possession. Finds Griner. Gets past 1, looking for that through ball. Nice move from Matheson. Those could go direct back, and I like this play from Lexi O'Brien to get that hold up, get that touch in there. Waters will track this down for the Marauders.
It's interesting for Belmont. They've moved Goulding from the right to the left. Curious about that change for them.
Breen looking for O'Brien, and Radosos will sort of try her luck, putting one towards Darling. Got to play for a Marauder throw. Schreiner throws it in for the Marauders. Good touch from Matheson. Nice ball across. Really good idea from the senior captain, looking for that run of Serena Doman.
I don't know about you guys. I love that, though, right? Like a hard, aggressive cross looking for a teammate as opposed to, and again, something that you see throughout the year, and you see it from all teams, like just a weak ball towards the goalie. I think you're going to have a much better shot of turning that into something positive, playing that across, looking for someone making a run. And it also encourages your teammates to make the run because I'm going to put the ball out there for you.
And, Jeff, that's the corridor of uncertainty that I've mentioned in the past, is exactly where that ball was played.
Sounds like a great place to live.
Oh, one would think.
Summer Shading are in the game now. And the referee does call that one back. I think she's going to get called for a push. But I like the aggressiveness from the junior midfielder. Ramadas here for the Marauders will take this free kick. Driven ball towards the 18. Niles is first to it. Marauders get the second ball. This will be an easy play for Mojo Maxwell. About halfway through this first half, 1-1 here at Peirce Field, Arlington High School, Arlington Soccer Celebration Day. Arlington Spy Ponders and Belmont Marauders, as Lexi O'Brien with some good pressure, and Demas is forced to play out with her feet.
Enos is solid back there.
Yeah, she's looked extremely confident so far, and she can kick the ball, Jeff.
Yeah, you know, it was funny. I was curious to see how she was going to handle that because that ball was going back with some pace, had a little bounce to it. She did not seem flustered. That was a walk in the park.
Now that's the confidence you want to see from your goalkeeper.
Good stuff from Niles and a hopeful ball from Griner towards the middle. Shadinger comes away with it just really well. Was looking for that run of Doman, who we picked up by the Marauders. Doman, a good track back from her. Trying to get the ball towards Shadinger. Griner now. This is Tierney on the right side going against Avery Spector. And I think that was out of play. Well done from Spector there.
Good defense.
Maxwell with the goal kick. A nice ball right to Izzy Matheson. A searching ball there that Doman is going to run onto. Waters now for Marauders, just forced to play it out. Good pressure from the Spy Ponders.
I know Spector is the left back, but this is one I'd like to see maybe her go over and take. She seems comfortable in the position she's in now.
Heavy touch from Shanier. This is going to find all the way to Danica Zika. She's going to look to go one-on-one with Dahlia Carr. Test the speed.
Oof. Wow.
Carr does really well. And Maxwell takes no chances playing that out with her feet.
Yeah.
We just have a handball here called on Belmont.
Well, a little bit nerve-wracking. It's fun watching two Blazers go right at each other, right up the field, and just sort of see who gets the best of it.
And Danica Zika's no easy task. That was extremely well done from Dahlia Carr there.
Yeah.
And I'm sure that's going to be the first of many battles we see this game.
Ramadas again will take this free kick just inside midfield for the Marauders. Darlings to play the bounce. Belmont first to it. And she might get called for the foul, a little too aggressive.
Yep, and that's the consistency we want to see from the referees. Those have been called already 3 times this afternoon, and that's just another one there. Addie Darling is not respecting the distance at the moment. But you know what? That's up to
Is she doing that?
But that's up to Belmont to ask for space there.
Well, and is she also doing that to make sure like she doesn't try to keep walking the ball up and try to steal an extra 5 yards on the mark?
Yes,
Oh,
and
that's
also doesn't take the kick quickly.
That's one of those games within a game there.
But yes. Ramadas again.
Oof.
Now with Sale
Not-
out of
Not
play.
dangerous, but
I mean, we saw Izzy Matheson score from a similar spot the
Yeah.
other week against Winchester.
Be a timeout here. I'm not sure which team called it. So timeout with 15:25 left in this first half. Arlington Spy Ponders versus the Belmont Marauders. We are 1-1 here following an early goal from Belmont, an indirect free kick inside the box that they slotted in the corner. Spy Ponders, great response, playing hard for the next 15 or so minutes, rewarded with an Izzy Matheson goal, and we're currently at the tie. Jeff, thoughts kind of at the start here?
it's interesting. Gut punch to start the game. I thought it was a little dicey the first few minutes out. I thought Arlington started giving it back to him. I thought Belmont might have gotten the better of it though. The next 5 after their early goal, and then I thought Arlington really started to settle in. I actually think I feel better about this first half than maybe any of the other games we've played. Obviously, Arlington played well in the Winchester game, but I didn't think they were creating opportunities. This game actually feels like they're getting to the Luke. I'm sorry, what's it called? The
Corridor of uncertainty.
The corridor of uncertainty.
Yes.
They're getting the ball into spots where something good could happen. I didn't really think that was happening as much against Winchester, and so it doesn't feel like we're giving up too much on the defensive end. It doesn't feel like Belmont's putting us under extreme pressure. A couple of looks that they've had have been because of fouls on our part. I think this is actually probably Arlington's best start to a game in terms of, 25, 30 minutes in.
I'd have to agree with you, Jeff. My one word before the game was intensity, and aside from that 3-minute hiccup at the start, it's been nothing short of that. I think we have Zykorie back on.
Hannah Stern in the game as well.
And that was a good shift from Lexi O'Brien.
Yeah. The other thing, too, right? They're not holding onto the ball too long, knock on wood. When they get the ball, they're moving it. No one's taking those extra dribbles where we're getting back pressure, which is just leading to quick turnovers. Again, passing can get better, deliveries can get better. That's normal. But again, they're trying to move the ball. They're trying to look for their teammates.
Shading her loss of Ford Ramadas brings it down with the head to the feet of Griner.
And Jeff, this is one of those games where, yes, they have to move the ball, but they're not going to have much time on the ball.
No.
So dribbling really, unless you have a lot of space, isn't really an option.
Yeah, it's going to work against you.
Yes.
Ariana Lindgren checks in the game for the Spy Ponders. Looks like she'll sit in front of the center back pairing of Dahlia Carr and Dahlia Bonnert. Ramadas in possession. Over to Marion. Looking wide here. Be tracked down by Schreiner. Stern putting some pressure on. Nice triangles from the Marauders. Shanier does well to slow things down, but we'll fall to Griner, and they're looking for that through ball to Zika. And Mojo Maxwell, good
heavy touch
play there.
Was that a heavy touch that got it that far in front of her, or was it actual foot?
I think it was good timing from Maxwell, really, to come out and get that.
Shanier out to Stern. Ramadas now. Lots of Spy Ponders around the ball, but Belmont does keep possession. A nice through ball behind, but Lucy Breen is there.
Good clear.
And that chance from Zika is the hard thing with having a high line. That's the risky run, is that space in behind. And there, Arlington got lucky. And it was a bit of skill from Maxwell to come out and smother that.
So I'd have to say advantage to Belmont coming out of that timeout. They've come out and kind of put the pressure on the Spy Ponders a bit here, and they will win the throw in front of the scores table.
And it was interesting that last little possession that Belmont had, where we had said there were a bunch of Arlington defenders around the ball. It felt like Belmont was like one pass away from basically just changing the field, and they were going to have like a 3-on-1 on the far side. So I think Arlington got lucky that they weren't really able to swing it, maintain possession, and do something dangerous with it.
Breen now. Can't quite connect with Doman. Griner with a good turn, layoff to Ramadas. Slowed down by Matheson. Spector under a bit of pressure. Marauders get it out to the far side. Burles now. And well done from Breen to win that throw. Elise Kenneally will come back in for Serena Doman. So we're just inside 12 minutes to go in this first half. 1-1 here at Peirce Field at Arlington High School. But since that timeout has largely been possession here in the Belmont offensive half.
Yeah, you got that right. But that's how these games go. I mean, if you're in Belmont's shoes, you've kind of been under the cosh for the first 20 minutes, aside from scoring that goal.
Shaner looks to run through. It bounces over both players. This will be a Spy Ponder throw. Shout out to the ball girls on the far side. They're doing a great job keeping the game going. Lots of Arlington Soccer Club youth players here helping out as the ball girls.
Nice ball.
Long ball up towards Zykorie.
And Zykorie caught again offside, coming back from an offside position. That one is up for debate.
Ramadas here will take this free kick. Nice lofted ball. Bonnet first to it. And Spector does well looking for Zykorie. Rolls through all the way to Waters, and Waters will just put it out of play. Tessa McCulloch, the game here for Avery Spector. She'll take the throw here at midfield. Looking for Stern. Belmont does well to control, and now Greiner, again, just looking for that ball into space. Maxwell plays that out towards Kenneally. Shadinger with a head in there, falls to Ramadas. Just lots of Route 1 play coming towards Mojo Maxwell, who elects to play that down the sideline.
The no-nonsense clearance from the Arlington keeper there.
Ramadas allowed to turn. Greiner splits two Spy Ponders. Ref says onside. A resident referee expert here, Luke Ryan, might have disagreed with that one.
But then again, Phil, our view up here is one of at midfield.
Fair enough.
Angles can be deceiving.
Liza McGowan in for the Spy Ponders now. Nice touch back from Ramadas, but it will play it out. We did go out of play, so it'll be a Spy Ponder goal kick here with 8 minutes remaining in the first half of this 1-1 game. Jeff, Spy Ponders are familiar with the 1-1 games.
They've definitely had a couple of them the last few weeks or the last week or so. Two very different feelings coming out of both of those games, but you know, the truth matter, and I think it's easy to forget based on how those last two games have gone, is they're still undefeated. You know, they control their own fate. You know, you could have a lot worse starts to the year than what Arlington's had so far.
Referee pointed one direction there, but has given it the other, and Mike Shenna, one could say he's not quite a fan of that call.
Driven ball in and won by Dahlia Carr.
Nice header.
Good
She's
strong,
so consistent
good
with
strong
the
header
head.
back. Breen now forced to play. This does really well.
The aerial ability of Dahlia Carr is something I will never question.
Nope. Nope.
Kenneally now trying to get it to Zykorie. And that will be coming from an offside position.
We think. Yes, now we know.
Look, I'm not sure the whistle volume of this near side referee.
Yeah, yeah. If I had my Autobahn book, it might be similar to a small bird.
Dahlia Carr now. Be won by Marauders. Now Kenneally with a great turn. Ramadas, good defense from Belmont. Kenneally still tries to continue. It will be a goal kick for the Marauders.
Referee's actually pulled it back for a foul there.
Has he?
He played advantage. He saw the clip on Kenneally. Belmont might think it's harsh, but nevertheless, it's a free kick here for Arlington.
I think Arlington might think it's harsh as they're all getting back. They may be surprised they have a free kick.
Yeah. I don't think harsh is something Matheson would describe as this position here, though. She ran right over.
You don't have to ask her twice.
No.
So good opportunity here for the Spy Ponders. Inside 6 minutes to go in the half as Matheson's going to set up just outside the corner of the box. And Spy Ponders set up on the far side of the box looking for some runs to that far post. And Luke, I think this is the one you want to see in that quarter of uncertainty, far enough away from Dimas that she's unsure if she's going to come get it or not.
Knowing Matheson, though, this could be right on target.
Chooses to chip, and it's right there, Lucy Breen. And it's in, Elise Kenneally!
Woo. Again, right on the post. Right on the post. I mean, the goalie did a great job covering. But
Yeah, and it was that next phase of play. It was getting to that second ball. So Lucy Breen kind of gets a foot in, bounces around a bit. Elise Kenneally alert to it and just pokes that one in. 2-1 Spy Ponders. Great time to score a goal. 5 minutes left in the half.
That caps off a very good individual performance from Elise Kenneally this half.
she really has been everywhere.
And yeah, Jeff, the corridor of uncertainty. Matheson side.
Good things happen.
Exactly.
Be comfortable being uncertain.
I'll quote you on that.
Thank you.
So this will be the first time all season that Belmont has trailed a game in their 4th game of the season.
You know, Luke, I'd be curious for your take here. So I was having a conversation earlier this week.
Oh, dangerous ball there in the middle.
Bit of 6s and 7s for Arlington.
And will be called offside again, but great job from Maxwell just making sure. But a dangerous square ball play there by the Spy Ponders, and the Marauders take advantage.
Two things. Maxwell, no panic. I mean, like, no panic. I don't know what's going through her head. I don't know what's going through her body, but, like, so still, just lets it develop. And then when she's ready to move, that's when she'll go.
Yeah. And even though
love watching it.
Yeah, and even though the whistle went, a goalie never wants to see the ball hit the back of the net. So
No.
she did what she needed to do there.
Niles does well to get it out to Matheson. Looking for Zykorie. Played out by the Marauders. Greiner able to control. McCulloch tries to get it to Matheson. Greiner looking to go one-on-one here. And a good run from Zika. Looking to get the cross in. And Mojo Maxwell's there. Off the crossbar. Wow, great response from Belmont after conceding that second goal, creating 2 really good chances. And that one, I would say, is really one they should have put away.
Yeah, Arlington has gotten away with one right there.
Yeah, you see the replay here. I mean, a great turn from the player in the box. Opens up, wide open, pings it right at Maxwell. Good cross from Zika. You see here this turn right there.
And that far post.
Lots
is
of
wide
open goal. And then, I thought Tierney had just done enough to get that one over Maxwell, but puts it a little too hard off the crossbar.
Yeah, but like you said, Phil, good response here from Belmont.
And now Tierney again, who just had that chance, can't quite get her foot around that one. And Spy Ponders will be happy just to take a breath here for the goal kick.
And with 2 goals on the board for the Spy Ponders, I believe that is 100% of the goals that Belmont has conceded this season.
Correct.
We're already in mid-September.
McCulloch looking to go down the line. Does go out of play. Schreiner here. Marion just allowed time on the ball. Ramadas looking for Greiner in the middle. Closed down really well by Micah Niles. Kenneally, the goal scorer. Dispossessed.
I think that's a little bit of where just that ball needs to get out a little bit quicker.
And those tackles there from Mike and Niles, that's what brings up the team right there.
Definitely. I mean, how can that not excite you? How can that not make you want to play harder, run harder, whatever you think you have, give a little bit more.
For sure.
Marion now. Good track back from Addie Darling. McGowan trying to get it out to Kenneally. Breen steps up. Will fall to the Marauders. And Marion just, number 11 here in the central midfield for Belmont. A lot of time to operate.
Yeah.
In that space. McCulloch under a bit of pressure. Maxwell does well. Plays with both feet really nicely.
And that's a difficult ball there for McCulloch to deal with. And with her and Maxwell on the same page, danger was averted.
And lingering, can't quite control that one. Falls to Zika, but Micah Niles
Great
again.
job.
And shoulder to shoulder, and does win the throw. And great work from Micah Niles, appreciated by our executive producer, Lewis McCulloch.
You know, it's funny. I think Arlington might be more dangerous when Niles is in the 6, but when you have Niles and Carr in those center back positions, that's tough sledding for anybody to try to get through.
The Great Wall of Arlington.
Great Wall of Arlington.
Senior captain Hannah Berry comes back in the game. That's going to fall to water. She's forced to play with her chest. Zykorie with some speed here. And does really well. Kenneally! Couldn't quite get the left-footed shot she wanted on that one. Great work from Micah Niles. Sorry, great work from Misha Zykorie to keep that in play. And good step up from Lucy Breen. Looking for Kenneally. Waters plays out. And now Dahlia Carr under pressure from Zika. It's going to bounce over. Zykorie knows that.
I mean, we saw Maxwell assist her earlier in the season with the ball bouncing just like that.
And that will do it for the first half. Spy Ponders 2-1 lead over the Belmont Marauders. Goals coming from Izzy Matheson and Elise Kenneally. Jeff, thoughts on the first half?
There's nothing not to like. I mean, 2 miscues probably by Arlington in general. Belmont, Belmont capitalized on one of them. I would have said they had an easier opportunity. The second one, which went off the post. You got to continue to be careful. Belmont is highly dangerous, but I think offensively, that is the best offensive half that Arlington has played, bar none. It's a high-quality team. They've put 2 up. They've put a bunch of other balls into the corridor of uncertainty, and it's a great start. They got 40 to go, but that's a great start.
Luke, what would you look to change if you're Coach Mike Shannon? What are you telling your team right now at halftime?
No complacency. You have the lead going into the second half against a very good team. We saw this with Winchester. And for 39 minutes of that second half, it was near perfect. But if I'm Coach Mike Shannon right now, I'm saying we need 40 minutes of really, really solid, no-nonsense soccer. And why not get another goal?
Yep. So for Jeff Spector and Luke Ryan, here in the box, my name is Phil Ryan, along with a great ACMi Sports production crew, Jonathan Carr and Josh Zykorie. On the cameras, we are going to take a break for halftime as the Arlington Soccer Club youth program is going to play some scrimmages out on the field at halftime, and we will be back for the second half.
Hello, Arlington. This is Jeff Monroe with ACMi Sports, and I'm here with Michael Shanna, head coach of the girls soccer team here, the Spy Ponders. Tell us a little bit about the fall season. We're heading into a new year.
Fall season, just sitting back and thinking about it, every year it seems to be kind of the same, right? You get the competition. Every team you're going against is strong, which we do like. From the smalls to the bigs, it's just the competition is going to be ready. You have to be ready every game. I think we have what it takes to rise to that next level and bring our team to hopefully some positive games that can just get everybody involved. We do have a big team this year, so I'm kind of excited about it, but we have to be ready. This is a great conference.
I'm here with the captains of the Spy Ponder girls soccer team, and can you guys introduce yourselves and tell us a little bit about the excitement you guys are feeling at the beginning of the school year here?
Yeah, my name's Hannah. I'm really excited to be on this,
Yeah, it's all right. Keep it going.
I'm really excited for the season. We have a lot of great talent on this team, and I'm really excited to see what we can do this season.
All right.
Hi, I'm Izzy. I'm really excited for this year. I think we have a lot of new players that know how to work well together, and yeah.
I'm Dahlia. I'm really excited to see how far we can go in tournament. I think we have a really good team bond this year, and I just think our chemistry has been really good so far, so I can't see how the rest of the season goes.
I'm Ella. I play midfield, and I'm just really excited to see how supportive our team can be. I think we have a really communicative team right now, and we have a really strong bench, so that's going to take us far into the season.
All right. Can anyone speak to the job of captain? What that means to you?
Yeah, being captain means a lot to me. I've been on this team. This is my 3rd year now, and a lot of us seniors have been playing together since 3rd grade, so it's really great to stay connected with the girls and have a great bond with the team.
Anyone
Throughout the summer, we had to lead a lot of practices, and we were part of the coaches for the summer league games. And I think it really helps when us, like their peers, are also can be their leaders and show them what it's like to age up through all the teams. I think it's been really important to just make sure that they have safe people to go to and just be leaders for them, be another person that they can come talk to, help just make our community stronger.
Yeah, for me, I feel like it's about welcoming all the new players, making sure it's a very cohesive team. I love leading right now. I think all the new players are awesome to be around, and it's just like showing them a role model for next year's.
Any surprises? Anything you could share with the viewers at home that are tuning in to ACMi Sports today?
Yeah, when you see surprises, it seems like, every year we lose 11, right? We lose like 11 students, and at the same time, at the JV level, you see kids just kind of produce and get into that next level to be ready to come and play on the varsity team. So there are going to be a few surprises that I don't want to reveal too much, but we definitely have some kids that have been working really, really hard, and it's just to have the bench that we have, the deep bench that we have, is really going to be an exciting year for us.
All right. Well, thank you for that, Michael. Appreciate your time.
Appreciate you.
And again, with Jeff Monroe with ACMi Sports, back to you.
Thank you.
And we are back at Peirce Field at Arlington High School. Today is Arlington Soccer Celebration Day for both Belmont and Arlington. We see a number of Arlington Soccer Club youth players out scrimmaging during halftime. Over 2,000 Arlington youth players participate in Arlington Soccer Club, starting as young, I believe, as kindergarten all the way through 8th grade, and there are some high school teams as well. So it's great to see the kids out playing.
There's pizza at the snack shack near the entrance. Please come down and look for pizza, candy, snacks, anything like that.
And we'll pause for a quick pizza announcement here, but lots of festivities here on Arlington Soccer Celebration Day. Food, merchandise. I believe Joe Buck, who plays for the Revolution 2 team, is here. And we are about ready to go. They'll need to clear the field here, probably a few more minutes. So 2-1 at halftime. Goals coming from Izzy Matheson and Elise Kenneally. The first 2 goals that Belmont has conceded this season sets up for an exciting second half here. Pretty full stands here at Arlington High School. My name is Phil Ryan. I'm alongside Jeff Spector and Luke Ryan here with a great crew from ACMi Sports helping to produce the game, and Jonathan Carr and Josh Zykorie on the cameras. So while we wait here, it is Arlington Soccer Celebration Day. I think, Luke, you mentioned in the first half, it's great to see these youth players can come to the games, kind of see where they can go. And I would like to just kind of give a shout out to a number of former Arlington players who are now playing at the next level. So Tess Prony-Crompton playing at Bentley, Katrina O'Hagan is playing at McAllister, Bryn Ryan at Skidmore, Abby Grable is playing at Assumption, and then a number of players playing at sort of high level. The going Division I schools are playing at those high level club teams. So June Lawrence recently made the club team at Colorado College. Ryder Gradenius at Springfield. Bella Doman plays at Northeastern. Last year was the only freshman to make the team. Clara Frisch plays at Oregon. And Weezy Mueller and Gianna Palillo at UMass. So great to see. You can go beyond just the high school game here and find a place to play in college. And interestingly, just this week there was a local battle of Arlington High School grads. So when Assumption played Bentley, so Abby Grable, sophomore at Assumption, playing against Bentley. Tess Prony-Crompton playing there. That game ended in a 2-2 draw, with Assumption scoring with 15 seconds left in the match to secure the point. So, not only they're playing on those teams, they get to see each other during the season. It's really fun stuff.
Yeah.
So Luke, I'm curious. So you played 4 years in college. What's it like, kind of going from this level in high school to to that playing at that next level?
You learn very quickly that all your peers that you're playing with in college were also one of the best players on their high school team. The level gets increasingly higher immediately, and yeah, you have to earn your spot. It's one of those things. You play 4 years of high school. You have a great career going. You think you're that person, and then you get thrown into the mix with these people upwards of 22 years of age that have been doing it for longer than you. And yeah, it's just that path.
Well, and with rosters of 30-ish players, playing time can be tough to come by.
Yeah, absolutely. And that goes back to me saying you really have to earn your spot like you do on any team. But it's just earning your spot at that higher level.
Misha Zykorie kicks off for the Spy Ponders. Matheson quickly closed down by Griner. Hannah Berry, though, will get it over to Spector. Looking for Addie Darling.
You can already feel the intensity here from Belmont off the start, just that quick press on Matheson.
Yeah, great to see. Good, good high school soccer, a lot of intensity. Fans are into the game. Unfortunately, I would say it hasn't been overly physical, but it's been a, hard fought, fair game and well called so far.
Yeah, and I think, especially, right, it goes back to the start of the game with the way the refs were calling some of the early contact and just, kind of put a stop to it. Like, some physicality, that's normal, that's natural, but it's not going to go, with any luck, it doesn't cross a line.
Darling does well to run through. She'll look to take a shot.
So I had a conversation earlier this week with a dad of one of the girls' players, played D1 in college, and he was really talking about their coach used to hammer home first 5 and last 5. That's where the majority of your goals are going to be scored. And just looking at, the Arlington games from the last week and a half, and even today, it's exactly what's happened, right? So I guess if nothing else, let's focus on the first 5 and make sure they're only going one way.
And it's those first 5 and last 5 where you can be complacent because you're either coming right off the bench or you've been playing for the past 35 minutes.
And Jeff, what I'd add to that comment too is a lot of goals on set pieces. So first 5, last 5, really important, but can you make the set pieces count? And, as we've seen, lots of goals from set pieces in this match.
100% of the goals have been either direct from a set piece or in that second phase of play.
So important. Throw goes towards Kenneally from Breen. And good work from Elise Kenneally. Almost keeps that in play, but the referee, bit of a late whistle there, but does call that a goal kick for Belmont.
I think the little ball fell out of his whistle. He's just like pushing air through like a metal object.
Yeah. I mean,
Dimas here with the goal kick, who's had a really strong game for Belmont, making some key saves, coming off her line well. Won by Hannah Berry, falls to Kenneally. Just unable to catch up to that as Ramadas sees that out of play.
The other thing that was interesting, this was the first game all season where we saw Hannah Berry come back in a half after starting it where she got subbed out. So I'm wondering if that knee is feeling better and better and just continues to get stronger.
I mean, being the captain and playing in that 6th position, she's someone, if you're a Spy Ponder, you want to have on the field.
Oh, yeah.
Great work from Micah Niles, battling through a few Belmont players there.
I mean, truthfully, she probably has the best touch on the team.
Having that focal point in the middle is crucial.
Let's go out for a Spy Ponder goal kick here.
The wind picking up a bit here on the narrow confines of Peirce Field.
Into the face of the Spy Ponders.
And the booth.
Maxwell here. Splits both Kenneally and Radoslavich. This will fall to Dahlia Carr.
And with the wind in the face of the Spy Ponders, yes, it might be harder to clear the ball, but that also means a lot of these bouncing through balls by Belmont are just going to roll into the arms of Maxwell.
Capitani. There's Marion. She's with some space to operate. Now Radoslavich will look to run through. Kenneally, though, conversion by 2 Belmont players will win the throw in. Lucy Breen here on the near side. Our executive producer, Lewis McCulloch, making sure the referees know which way the throw-ins should go.
His hand signal was more noticeable than the referee here on the near side, but nevertheless, he did point.
Ramadas now. Skiandra now. Kenneally looking to lay off to Breen. Dispossessed. Griner with a good turn. I think Radoslavich was going to get called for a foul there. And Ramadas will set up inside midfield. Goes towards that far post towards Avery Spector. Does well to be first to it. Will be a throw-in for the Marauders.
Marauders.
Schreiner with time.
Marauders starting this half kind of with the intensity we saw with the Spy Ponders in the first 5, aside from that goal that was conceded.
Well, Luke, and that was your call at halftime is, no complacency, a lot of intensity, and hope the Spy Ponders can kind of regain some of that as this is played by Belmont. Zykorie looks to come back. Marauders again. Zika now looking to open up to her right foot, blocked by Dalyakar.
Really good job shutting that down.
Goulding goes one-on-one. Nice job getting the shot off, appreciated by the Belmont fans here.
This is where you kind of slow things down, or you just go for it if you're Maxwell. And that looks
That's
like
clearly offside.
Yes. And that's the hand signal we like to see there from the referee. Arm straight up and to the point. Now this is where, if you're Maxwell, you might want to slow some things down.
Quick tightening of the shoe, perhaps.
Yeah. Hurts no one.
Looking for Zykorie. Bounces through. And nice turn there from Skiander for Belmont. Lays it off. Capitani coming in. Good overlapping run from outside back, and that will be a goal kick for the Spy Ponders unless the referee's going to call something after.
Great job by Carr.
It's a bit of...
dangerous.
That was a 50-50 there. Bit of the swallow of the whistle here from the referee on the near side. But Dalyakar, I mean, she went and grabbed the ball, gave it right to Maxwell. We move on.
Niles out to Avery Spector. A lot of pressure from Belmont now.
It feels like a lot of the same over and over. Like Arlington's just sort of hunting it up, quick touch, turnover, and Belmont just keeps putting pressure back.
Here comes Addie Darling. Jeff, I think Mike Shenna saw something a little bit different. I like this sort of switch. I think he moves Zykorie out to that far side and put Darling in the middle.
Yeah.
This is where you get that speed of Addie Darling, Route 1, which is kind of what we're seeing here at the start for the Spy Ponders.
Spector now. Go down the line. One by Belmont. Good step from Niles. Goes past her. Carr does a really nice touch to Spector. I thought that was going to go out of play, but
same.
it's good, really good touch from Carr.
It's funny because I was about to say, like, smart, just kick it out, let him reset, pull the defense back, and then it's like, oh, no, Arlington still has that. We're okay.
I'm going to keep possession.
Spector was kind of blending in there with the Belmont bench. Pink penny, red jersey, but she made herself known.
Darling with an opportunity here, catches up to it. Cross goes to Demas.
It's a bit better going forward there from the Spy Ponders.
Yeah. I feel like the ball just was not finding Darling a lot in the first half. I mean, she was active. There was, like, it's nothing against her. Like, there was nothing that she did wrong. But,
really
like, the ball was just never at her feet.
She made her presence known on the defensive side, but yes, Jeff, the offense was lacking.
Capitani here on the near side. Some small ball from Belmont. Keeps possession. A little step over to try and get past Breen. Breen says no thanks.
Great job.
Capitani again with the throw in here on the near side. Looking for Griner. Turns past Barry. Looking for Marion.
Great
And
job
stood up
stepping
really
up.
well by Avery Spector.
Really strong play.
Smart play from Zykorie.
Great job
Does
staying
really
on the
well.
ball.
Looking for Darling.
One more.
And good defense from Ashley Waters. And nice shot from Izzy Matheson. Let's fly.
It's a great run from Zykorie.
Izzy's down.
No stoppage in play here.
Referee doing the right thing there.
While the trainer will come and check on Izzy Matheson. We hope she's okay.
But yeah, that was the first real attack there from the Spy Ponders this half.
Yep.
And that's that formation change, putting Zykorie on the left and Darling up the middle, and Zykorie found that space.
Zykorie did a really good job there, too, just fighting off the defender the whole way.
Yeah, a bit of a shoulder to shoulder, and then creates a space for herself, uses her speed, gets it over Darling. That was a really good build. So while we have a bit of break and play here, I would like to take a minute and remind everyone that this is an ACMi sports production. Numerous Arlington High School sports games and events are filmed and live streamed by ACMi Sports and made possible by both student and member volunteers. If you're interested in helping to produce, film, commentate, or edit the games, please reach out to us at sports@acmi.tv or consider stopping by the press box after a game to find out how you can experience and learn sports production while bringing more sports broadcasts to the Arlington community. So great to see Izzy Matheson walking off on her own power there after getting a bit shaken up. Hope to see her back in this match.
I feel like the only positive after you watch someone go down like that is then getting to watch them walk off on their, with their own power and say, okay, with any luck, they're going to be fine and they'll be back at it quickly.
Also a bit of game management there too. Just you can slow the game down a little bit.
Yep. And to her credit, Matheson's had a great game. I mean, she had the goal, obviously. That's always great. But above and beyond the goal, but she made a lot of plus plays in the first half.
Yeah.
Now Breen gets it to Kenneally. Breen
a
making a really good run, and nice ball from Elise Kenneally to find her. Pushed off by Waters and forced to play out.
I love watching Kenneally and Breen together. I mean, obviously, they've grown up together, same grade. They've likely been on a soccer field for hundreds of hours together. They know what each other's going to do, which is just, it's awesome to see them team up.
Carr gets a foot in, but Greiner gets possession back. Across the 18. And that was Goulding just trying to put it in a dangerous place with Zika was running onto that.
Sorry for that loud noise, folks.
The bit of a whistle of relief from our co-commentator here, Jeff.
Darling does well to be first, and it drops to Kenneally. Now there's some space in Zykorie.
Great run.
With a great run. Just
so close.
That first touch just eludes Zykorie for a moment.
Beautiful. Again, it doesn't connect, but it's so great to see. It's the right play. Yeah. Whether there might have been a better play to the right side, I don't even know, but it was a beautiful look. She got her. Zykorie had the step. Okay, the touch wasn't there. Not the end of the world. Who cares? It's the right play.
And Jeff, it started with just Addie Darling being first to it. Just getting a part of the body on that, drop to Kenneally, and Kenneally makes a really nice play towards Zykorie, and this will be a good set piece opportunity for the Spy Ponders from a corner.
Is this first corner of the half, both teams, Phil? Or
first corner of this half, correct.
Yeah. So with Matheson off, I think that's going to be Addie Darling. The left foot of Addie Darling putting this in to an eager Radoslavich.
Darling with a nice service.
Nice ball.
Towards Radoslavich.
Get in.
Off the crossbar. Looked like Zykorie might have been there. So Arlington and Belmont both ringing this crossbar on the right-hand side of the field. Nice service from Darling. Finds the head of Radoslavich, who battles to get that head in there. Loops one over Demas, only to come back off the crossbar.
Really? I will say, I almost spoke that into existence.
That was a really beautiful corner, right?
Yeah.
Came in with good pace, 2/3 of the way across the box.
And you can see just from the reaction of Radoslavich there that she thought that was in.
Darling. Oh, and that should be a push
that
there.
Should have been something in the back,
Referee
right?
says play on, and there's another foul, potentially. Nice job from Dahlia Carr. Luke, thoughts on those no calls?
If I could give Josh Zykorie a headset, I think he would have some thoughts as well.
Capitani here.
But hey, that's part of the game.
At least Kenneally first to it.
You get some and you don't get some.
Yeah, it feels like refs were calling it kind of tightly early on, and that seemed like one. And here's Elise Kenneally on the run. Kenneally with some space here. And takes the shot to that near post.
That was the right play. She didn't have anyone helping in the middle. And good vision from Darling to spot her.
Yeah, really well done. Kind of 2 touches to get it out to Kenneally. Nice job from Niles coming back. Again, I think we're really seeing this benefit of the change that Coach Mike Shenna made of moving Zykorie out to that far side. Looking for Darling, a really good idea, just doesn't quite get the pace right.
Yep.
Yeah, and back to your point, Phil. But it's gotten Zykorie more involved, and it's gotten Darling more involved. Both have mutually benefited.
And who knows, right? Like, making that change, maybe that unlocks something not just for this game, but then going forward.
100%.
Schadinger and O'Brien will come back in the game. Kenneally and Barry take a break. Lexi O'Brien moves into that striker position, and Darling comes out wide here. One by Carr.
Again, great header.
O'Brien, time to turn. Zykorie, good physicality from the junior.
Maybe.
False to O'Brien. Radoslavich. Ponder's trying to get that shot off.
And it kind of feels like the tide's turned a bit in this half. I don't want to jinx anything, but Spy Ponders have kind of found their feet after a bit of a shaky 5.
Definitely more settled in.
Yeah.
Well, Belmont coach Jemmy Kanj gives Danica Zika a break, likely resting her, probably to come back in and play the last 20 with even more energy. Belmont does really well to keep that in play.
Great job by Spector. Oh.
Falls to Marion. Tries to go with the outside of the foot. It's going to go to Radoslavich, but falls to Ramadas now. Greiner looking for that lovely through ball. Skiandra. Nice ball back to Greiner.
Arlington really fortunate that that through ball just had a little too much weight on it. Just a little too much pace.
But that was great passing from Belmont, though. I don't want to take anything away from that. Arlington really didn't do too much wrong. Belmont found the pockets and almost capitalized.
Yeah, it was really good soccer from the Marauders.
Niles has done it a few times. She closes out so quickly. Like, she closes out with the speed that we see, like, the Winchesters of the world do to Arlington.
That's an easy call for the referee to make.
And like I said in the first half, Jeff, it's that intensity from Niles and those tackles that can really bring up the energy of players around you.
Carr with a driven ball towards O'Brien, shading her. Breen, good step. It could be another foul. Ref says no. That is within the laws of the game.
Referee making that one abundantly clear with if there's any baseball fans watching, it was the safe signal.
But with pointers.
Yes.
They teach you that in referee class, Luke?
That's more one that you kind of acquire over time as a ref.
You cultivate yourself?
Yeah. It's part of his referee persona.
It's like Corey. Really good ball. Lexi O'Brien is onside. She's in by herself.
Take your time.
And finishes 3-1. Spy Ponders.
Love it.
Lexi O'Brien from Misha Zykorie for her first varsity goal.
Her first varsity goal, Phil?
Yes.
Really good composure. Really good composure from Lexi O'Brien.
Yeah, we see that great composed finish. Belmont kicks off now, chasing the game 3-1.
23 minutes. You know what Belmont's going to start throwing at you, which is going to just open up more opportunities, right? Like, back line stays strong. They've been strong just about the entire game. No reason to think that's going to change. But when
Arlington goal scored by number 3, Lexi O'Brien, assisted from number 1, Misha Zykorie.
But when the opportunity presents itself, Arlington has to capitalize. They need to put number 4 in. Number 5 presents itself, put number 5 in.
So 22 and a half minutes remaining in this game. Spy Ponders enjoying a 3-1 lead.
I feel like to some extent too, right? The more Belmont presses, the more it's just going to open them up.
And I mentioned in the first half that Lexi O'Brien made a really good impact. She didn't have anything to show for it in that first 40, but I mean, she's put her stamp on this game, Phil.
But classy, composed finish.
That's what you want to see from your number 9 there. In by herself all the time in the world, and she slotted that by a really good goalkeeper.
Yeah, makes no mistake. And, first year on the team, and there's just a big shirt pull. Ref says play on. Great stuff from Misha Zykorie. Looking for the run of Addie Darling. And now we do see Matheson back in the game. Great to see. She was just shaken up. Ramadas heads towards Griner. A little space to operate. Closed down by Micah Niles really nicely. Appreciated by Lewis McCulloch there. Finds Darling.
Heavy.
The heavy touch there, but a really good first touch to get her that space in the middle.
Love that first head from Dahlia Bonner right to Niles. And I like the sort of the confidence that the Spy Ponders seem to be playing with right now.
Yeah, there's a sort of swagger in the air right now. Is that a timeout?
Timeout here, likely called by the Belmont coach, Coach Jemmy Kange, bringing his team in, trailing the game 3-1 to try and sort some things out in the second half of the second half here. As we just saw a great goal from Lexi O'Brien from Misha Zykorie. So Jeff, 21 minutes left in the game here, 3-1 lead. What do you think you do? Do you anything differently?
Honestly, you know what? And it's funny because it was about a week and a half, 2 weeks ago against Winchester where, I threw out something and you're like, that's called parking the bus. You're right. You know what? No, don't do anything differently. I think what I'm going to take away from today, and we can revisit this in about 18 minutes. To me, this is sophomore Saturday. Every year you go into these years and you're like, what are the new players going to bring? What are our second-year players going to bring? Lucy Breen, Elise Kenneally, and then our goal scorer, Lexi O'Brien. 3 sophomores. They have stamped this game. They have absolutely stamped this game. And again, not to take anything away, the D-line has been great. We've been talking about Micah Niles. Avery Spector's played great. Izzy Matheson, with a goal and a really strong first half. Dahlia Card doing what Dahlia Card does. But to me, it's sophomore Saturday. That's what this team needed. They needed some new players to come in and, start making an imprint on this team. Yes, it's one day, but it's game 4 of their sophomore year. And most of them, this is the first real action all of them seen. Lucy got some action towards the end of last year. I think Elise got a little bit of action towards the end of last year. But let's get real. In all reality, this is year 1 for these 3 players. And they have stamped this.
And this is clearly year 1 for Lexi O'Brien.
Right.
Yeah.
What more do you want? Lucy's already got a goal this year. Elise has a goal this year. Lexi gets a goal this year. They're in the middle of everything going on. They're not afraid to throw their bodies around. So I know it's not the question you asked. Keep doing what you're doing, but lay it on them.
And look, give another shout out to Coach Mike Shenna, playing with those front 3 brings in Lexi O'Brien.
And having
she delivers.
Yeah, and having trust in your players.
Good turn there. Shading or chases. Knocked off the ball. Ref will call that.
Yep.
And if there's one thing you want to avoid, I think, down the stretch here, it's those fouls within the 30 or the 35, right?
So
you don't want to give them these set pieces.
Ramadas here with a dangerous free kick opportunity coming out of the timeout. And just goes for the spectacular, but cannot keep it on target. Shadinger will take a break as Ariana Lindgren comes in. Bonnert out to Spector. Close quickly, but will win the throw.
And here's the trademark long throw.
I do like how Avery takes about 5 yards, too, on the throw.
Hey.
Oh, it's savvy.
You play to the whistle. Some refs are going to be strict on that, but.
Great feet from Niles.
That had to be played through the back.
She gets bowled over, but the referee has a whistle in his mouth, and he's trying to.
The whistle has been blown.
Yes.
This is like reffing for mimes. There's no sound.
Yeah, I'd like to know what whistle he's reffing with. If he ends up going back and watching this, Fox 40 Classic on Amazon.
Yeah, we see the knockdown there. Luke, is there a brand that you prefer?
What I just said, Phil. Fox 40 Classic. you cannot go wrong. He, like I said in the first half, he's made the right calls, but it's whether or not you can hear him make the right calls. And the free kick seems to be
about 15 yards behind where it should be, no?
Yes. Bit of miscommunication from Yellow, but we play on.
And each are kind of equally important, both making and calling.
Correct.
Or making and hearing.
Yes.
Demas off her line.
Matheson back
collects
in the
that.
game.
Yeah, see, I mean, if that free kick's taken from the correct spot, I think it's a shot on goal.
Right.
Even though it is 45 yards. But
Nice punt out. Lucy Breen battles. Dangerous here. Heavy touch from Zika and Mojo Maxwell.
Out at the top of her box.
And a bit of unfortunate bounce for the Spy Ponders. Zika might have been in there, but Maxwell alert to it. And O'Brien first to it. Nice control. Darling.
One touch.
Runs through it. She'll go. Slows down. Looks for the middle.
Great look.
Falls to O'Brien again.
Goal! There's two. Sophomore Saturday.
You called it, Jeff.
Jeff spoke it into existence. I mean, talk about a confident finish.
There you see Doman battle O'Brien.
We saw Matheson hit a ball there.
Goes bar
not
down.
too long ago.
Who had the assist on that? Was there an assist on that?
I think that one was just solely the sophomore, Lexi O'Brien.
Look, it was really good work from Doman just to keep that play alive. Ball comes out of the feet, and O'Brien picks up the brace. 4-1 now, Spy Ponders. Darling looking to make it 5. And that play was set up by Addie Darling.
Yes,
put
absolutely.
that cross in, created some havoc. Doman kept the play alive, and
Arlington goal scored by number 3, Lexi O'Brien. That is her second goal of the night.
If you want to talk about Bizarro World, I believe it was 2 years ago on Town Soccer Night, Arlington Belmont under the lights, and Belmont throttled Arlington. Belmont came out strong.
I remember.
I want to say it was like a 4-0 final.
No, it was not pretty.
Arlington was out of that game within about 3 to 5 minutes, and every once in a while, it's nice. It's nice for a little reversal.
And I'll be honest, Jeff. I think I might have been watching that on the live stream. And here I am now in the booth.
And I think that actually should be a yellow card. Referee's not going to give her one, but
for those of you listening out there, young kids, anything is possible.
Look where I am. Top of the world, Jeff. Top of the world.
Ramadas lost one towards Marion, falls to Bonnert, gets the head in, does really well to run through it. Great draw from Dahlia Bonnert. And Spy Ponders looking to pile on. O'Brien.
Firm ball there.
Might be thinking hat trick.
Yeah. I wouldn't put her by her from what I've seen in the past 15 minutes.
So I will say, to talk with Coach Mike Shen a couple weeks ago, kind of preseason, asking how the team was, and one of the players he mentioned was Lexi O'Brien as someone to watch. And Darling, with a lot of speed here.
No.
Just can't quite get it on target, but Spy Ponders creating lots of opportunities now and just running at this back four of Belmont.
And Darling's one of those players. I mean, she looks as fast with about 23 to go in the game as she did 3 minutes into the game.
She is nonstop.
Griner looking for that through ball towards Spector. Spector does well to be first and control it. Really good job from the Arlington senior.
Love it.
It's an extremely difficult play that Spector made look almost elementary.
Looking for those through balls. Dahlia Bonnert, though. Danica Zika runs by her. Cross in, all the way across. Mojo Maxwell easily picks up out to Lindgren. Closed down quickly, gets by, though. Really good job. Looking for Darling. And Waters comes over. Good job from Lucy Breen, just to be first to that. .16 minutes left in this game here at Peirce Field, Arlington High School on Arlington Soccer Celebration Day. 2-1 at the half, and a brace from Lexi O'Brien for the Spy Ponders has made this a 4-1 game. on this sophomore Saturday, as you said, Jeff.
Sophomore Saturday.
Lindgren steps in well, finds Matheson. Spy Ponders appreciate that play as she's looking for Serena Doman.
Great job.
And this is where Avery Spector lights up the field.
And I wouldn't mind Spector just taking her time a little bit.
Yeah.
Catch your breath, take a break.
Tighten the shoe. Like, fix the ankle brace, catch your breath. Dry the ball off. There's condensation in the air.
Sure.
Sweat. There's sweat on the ball.
So
I don't know if the referees would agree with that.
Senior Eileen Lucas into the game for Serena Doman.
No runners, though. Or at least she didn't find him.
And Matheson dangerous with either foot there.
Tries
a left-footed volley.
I was just going to say, equal power on both sides from the senior captain.
Well, when you're playing with confidence like this, too, it really helps. I mean, Matheson made really nice contact with that, just couldn't quite get it on target. But what a great example for this team to set for all these youth players that are here watching the game.
Absolutely.
Spector just looks to play out, falls to Marion. And Darling read that one all the way. O'Brien closes down. Good turn from Zika, lays it off to the far side. Tierney now, who did put one off the crossbar in the first half, does win a throw-in for the Marauders on the far side. Made off to Schreiner there. Tierney gets it back, falls to Greiner, searching ball. Darling first to it. Capitani. And again,
The referee's going to bring it back for the foul there, which
is a smart call.
Which is the right call.
Fair enough.
There was no advantage, and we've seen that given for Arlington as well. So it's good to see both sides being played.
Yeah, I think there's good refereeing.
And we could hear the whistle that time.
So this will be Nora Goulding for the Marauders taking this free kick.
Very deep line from the Spy Ponders as well. I don't think I've ever seen a team hold the 6.
Yeah, right?
Fair point. Woo. And just over the top. I thought that might have dropped in.
Yeah.
But I do think Maxwell had that one covered pretty well.
And we have our executive producer, Lewis McCulloch, making it known that ball went over the bar.
So we see in the background here, we've got the Belmont boys team walking up to warm up. The Arlington boys team warming up as well. We have a 6 p.m. match. As Jeff Spector said earlier, if you're watching locally, come down, enjoy the food, enjoy the games, catch the end of the girls' game, see the boys' game at 6. Should be a lot of fun. Great job from Addie Darling. Looking for Eileen Lucas.
And yes, Addie Darling might not have the stats of goals and assists, but her ability to track back and win back possession, that's been a common theme this season for her. And those goals and assists will come, but it's that intensity and that ability to win the ball that's much harder to teach.
And I think just the pressure that she puts on the defense, you're always wondering where she is. She's going to run at you. She's going to be aggressive. If you're facing goal, she's going to be right on your back.
I can tell you, if I was on the other team, I would not want to be on the same side as her.
She's a matchup nightmare.
That's really good stuff from Lexi O'Brien. And Lucas looking for Darling again. And here's that one-on-one battle, and she's going to take that.
Showcasing her speed.
It might be a corner, but no, it is a goal kick.
And again, for her sake, I hope she walks away from these games with the understanding of what impact she had. It's exactly what you guys said. Like, you can make an impact without scoring goals.
100%.
You're impacting the other team. You're stretching them. You're putting stress on them, and that creates other opportunities.
Bit of a slip there from Ramadas, but she does really well. Finds Greiner. Goulding might catch up to this. Unlucky. But you see the tactical change from Belmont here, putting both Danica Zika and Catherine Greiner, probably the two of the most offensively dangerous players for Belmont, kind of up front, at least, at least Griner was kind of looked like she was leading the line, and she may be trying to just get a little bit more forward to try and create some offense for the Marauders as she's on the ball there and finds Danica Zika well. Gets the ball back. And that's Madison Dubois in the game now for the Marauders. Izzy Matheson. Waters does well to collect, or sorry, Elizabeth Schreiner does well to collect that. Wins the throw in. Finds Ramadas in space. Nice job from Darling. Luke, as you said, she's always there, and she might be called offside
if that's
here.
on, that was a look by Eileen Lucas.
Indeed. Good call by the referee. I think she was off, but yeah, great idea from Eileen Lucas.
That pace was perfect, right? Like, so many of those, they get passed just a little too hard, and there's no run on.
That's what we call the weight of the ball, and that the weight was perfect.
No stranger to dishing dimes.
No stranger at all.
Demas goes long. Niles. Good touch from Goulding with some space to operate now.
Spector says I'll take that.
You know, I will say that the back line for the Spy Ponders, look, Belmont, smart players are looking for those diagonal balls, looking for those weighted through balls. Spy Ponders doing a really nice job just closing down those passing lanes, especially on the diagonal ones.
Yeah. I mean, there's been very few opportunities for
O'Brien just battles through. Great job from the sophomore.
It's hard to believe that. Where are we at? We're at 9. So 78 minutes ago, got punched to start the game, and then it's completely turned.
Yeah, and I mean,
it's not to say Belmont hasn't had chances.
Yeah,
they definitely have.
I mean, and this game is far from over, but I do want to give the Arlington goalkeeper Mojo Maxwell a shout out because she's been super solid after a bit of a hiccup at the start.
Yeah, it's been great. Coming off the line when she needs to, being in the right place. I mean, she's faced some kind of point-blank shots, and she's been in the right place every time.
Every time. And it is tough starting a game where maybe you might feel a little bit at fault for the goal. But I can tell you guys with confidence up here that she's prevented far more than one goal this game.
And truthfully,
crowd gives Addie Darling a good hand. Great shift from the junior.
Fan favorite here on the right.
As Eve Naylor and Hannah Stern in the game. Naylor getting her first minutes of the evening.
You know, Luke, to your point, though, I mean, I think I've had the good fortune of watching Mojo play in the net for 6 seasons between high school and club. And when I say I can think of one bad game I've ever watched her play, one game, you know, so whatever, I have bad memory. Maybe it's 2. Who cares? 6 years? Like, that's insane. Like, and again, like, when you're the person, no doubt, you beat yourself up. You give yourself a hard time. You expect perfection. You want perfection. That's not life.
No.
And to bounce back and to come up with the stop she has and play with the calmness that she possesses, like, I just love to see it.
Griner, Zika offside, but she realizes that, and Griner, really nice job playing those weighted through balls. Can't quite connect, but really nice distribution from the central midfielder all day.
Yeah. No, she's been, I mean, that's one player on the Marauders, and she's been a handful for all 3 in the midfield for
sure.
Arlington.
So, Jeff, not asking for predictions, but Eve Naylor, another sophomore in the game now.
I think it would be amazing.
From the feeling in the air right now, anything is possible. Sophomore Saturday, Jeff.
Sophomore Saturday. And now we're stealing the words from Paul Peirce. Or, sorry, Kevin Garnett.
Nice layoff from
Anything is
O'Brien
possible.
to Eve Naylor. Can't quite get the ball out of her feet. She battles, though, does really well to get that back. And Spector now. Belmont gets back into possession. Now Eileen Lucas. Good move from the senior. It'll be a corner kick.
I got it.
So I was waiting for this corner. Quick shout out to Fiesta Bites this evening, who's provided the pizza for the evening. If you're Again, if you're watching, come down to the field, go grab some, but thanks to Fiesta Bites for all the great food tonight.
And I'll do you one better. Their crust is fantastic. They have a great square cut pizza. It's crispy, dry crust, not greasy. I'm telling you right now, you're not going to be disappointed. Go grab one.
O'Brien. Lindgren. Demas gets a foot on it. Tessa McCulloch in the game now. Foot race won by Goulding. Nora Goulding with showing a lot of good pace. Opportunity here. And Dolly Carr just waiting for that longer touch. Great ball.
Wow.
And really good job, Eve Naylor, just getting a little foot in there to slow down that shot.
Was that like an 80-yard run by Goulding?
Really well done. Yeah, just from the pass from Demas out of the box and Goulding all the way down. You said, Jeff, 80 yards at least.
And it was good help defense from Arlington, but she was still able to get the ball across to Zika.
Niles, nice run through by Ashley Waters. Looking to go to that far side. Avery Spector know that these balls tend to run out. It'll be a goal kick for the Spy Pawners as we're inside 5 minutes. Spy Pawners enjoying that 4-1 lead with the Lexi Bryan O'Brace here in the second half. Great goals also from Izzy Matheson and Elise Kenneally in the first half.
4 unanswered, Phil.
4 unanswered after conceding in the first couple minutes. Big long throw from Spector. Naylor. Now Belmont. Ramadas gets it out to Marion. Does well to keep it in play and then doesn't. We throw in for the Spy Ponders. Tessa McCulloch here on the near side. 3.5 minutes left in the match. Clock is on the field as we're inside 5 minutes. Coach Mike Shenna gets some more subs in.
And I don't know if there's a happier person out there than Coach Mike Shenna standing there.
So Reem Merchant now was, coming into this game, she's in the game now, was the leading goal scorer, now tied with Lexi O'Brien with 2 goals on the season.
And Izzy Matheson with 2.
And it's correct. And caveat, Thea Garaja also in the game for the Spy Ponders.
And Elise Kenneally with 2.
Does Elise have 2?
At least 2, yeah.
I believe she scored against Wakefield.
You know what the best part about that
I
is?
appreciate all the stat checks.
Four people, all the lead goal scorers, which means a variety.
Exactly.
Right?
Great distribution of goals from the Spy Ponders. I agree, wholeheartedly.
Sharing the wealth here on Peirce Field.
Lexi O'Brien looking for more. Drop back to Demas, forced to play with the left foot. It'll be a throw-in for the Spy Ponders. This might stay in play. Stern decides to keep it in play. It'll be a throw-in for the Spy Ponders.
Well, the bus driver can start warming the bus up. That one's for sure.
And now Elena Solorzano in the game for the Spy Ponders, the first year on the field.
And looking to get the ball right away.
And O'Brien getting a big hand from the bench and from Coach Mike Shenna. Great shift from the sophomore. Naylor does well to keep possession. Back to Spector. And just looks to drop it in the danger area. Nora Goulding, who does have a lot of good speed on this near side.
For clarification, is the danger area the same as the
the corridor of uncertainty?
I want to call it the zone of uncertainty, but I know corridor is the right term.
Is
that a 2 and 1? Is that 6 and 1/2 dozen of the
so
other?
So the zone of uncertainty is actually the danger area.
Okay. And the corridor of uncertainty is a slightly separate area.
It's more of a lane.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
It's more in the middle.
Lane on a set piece.
Okay.
That's how I think about it.
The danger area encapsulates more.
Larger area,
Yes,
larger
yes.
swath. Okay, good.
That's a nice job from Reem Merchant. Stern puts some pressure on Marion. Thigaraja, first to it, well done. Good first touch from Goulding, and Tessa McCulloch is there, though. Dispossessed Goulding now on this near side. Good work from the number 7. Thigaraja dumped. Ref does make that call.
And Phil, just a fact here. I believe I refereed Thea Garage's younger sister this morning.
How about that?
And she found the back of the net.
I was going to ask, how did she play?
Fantastic. Takes after her older sister.
Well, Thea Garage, another sophomore in the game, so great that Coach Mike Shenna can get some of the younger players in here, get him some more experience, especially the sophomores on Sophomore Saturday. Good work from Eve Naylor. Demas off her line as we're into the final seconds here. Referees checking their watches. Griner. And Belmont does well to keep it in play. Looking for a consolation goal here. But stood up by Dahlia Carr, who's really had a great game. And Sternlich's come back, gets a foot in, really nice job. And to the referee who traps it and calls the game. A really outstanding 4-1 win for the Spy Ponders against a Belmont team who came into the match 3-0 and unscored upon. Puts in 4 against them after conceding early in the game. Goals coming from Izzy Matheson, Elise Kenneally, and that second half brace from sophomore Lexi O'Brien. Jeff, quick thoughts on the game.
Really spectacular, and an added bonus to this, right? Like, you didn't want to start the game the way you did, but mentally, if you're Arlington now, Belmont is always strong. That was a really good team you just beat. And to go down 1-0, 3 minutes in, and I'm not going to say they pummeled them. They pummeled them on the scoreboard. But to just know psychologically, okay, you get down a goal against anybody, big deal. You have to score goals to win games. You're capable of scoring goals to win games. And I believe we have a game Monday, another game later this week. Great way to go into the week. So, hell of a job from the girls.
Luke, closing thoughts here.
I see a lot of fans that were just rewarded with a fantastic performance from the Spy Ponders. Still very early in the season, but this is a game, if this team oil out a few things, this team could go far, and this would be a game to look back on. Like Jeff said, going down 1-0 and then beating a very good Belmont team quite handily. With good play from all over the field. You could give the player of the match to so many different people. Yes, Lexi O'Brien had 2 goals, but how many balls did Dahlia Carr stop?
Yep.
How many balls did Mojo Maxwell say, that's mine? Yep. How many balls did Avery Spector stop?
Yep.
Like, all over the field.
That back line is a difference maker.
Yes.
And look, just quick shout out to Coach Mike Shenna, made some tactical changes on the offense that led to goals in my opinion. So really, well coached team. Lots of subs coming, getting time, making an impact on the play. So really great to see. So for Jeff Spector, Luke Ryan here in the booth, Jonathan Carr, Josh Zykorie, great work on the cameras today. Our whole ACMi sports production team. My name is Phil Ryan. Stick around on this channel on YouTube. We'll have the boys game coming up next, or come down to the field for Arlington Soccer Celebration Day. Hope everyone has a great weekend.